Dozens of arrests overnight as protesters and police clashed for a second night after a police officer shot 20-year-old Daunte Wright on Sunday afternoon during a traffic stop. Police started trying to disperse the crowd after they stayed past curfew last night. The Brooklyn Center police chief called the shooting an accident yesterday, saying that the officer grabbed her gun instead of her taser. That officer has now been identified as Kim Potter, a 26-year veteran of the force. She is on leave, but the family and protesters want to see her fired immediately. Now, overnight, a memorial to Daunte was lit up at the intersection where he died on Sunday. Our Christiane Cordero is live in Brooklyn Center this morning, where things have been quiet. Christiane?
A relatively quiet night, or I should say morning, Heather, after a pretty vocal and sometimes volatile night. You can see the National Guard right behind me, perhaps. You can definitely see the concrete barriers and the fence, both of which are still standing after being tested a little bit last night. There were hundreds of protesters out here. At times, the tension got pretty severe where they were up front, in front of officers' faces. There was some debris flying around. We've heard from officials say that there were very minor injuries that some of those officers were facing. We know that they were dressed up in all riot gear. And then elsewhere throughout Brooklyn Center, there were at least a couple of businesses that were broken into. Closest to the actual police department is a Dollar Tree store. It's just a few hundred yards away, effectively across the street. There are several other businesses in that strip mall that are now boarded up. It was unclear if they were boarded up yesterday, but that Dollar Tree was broken into. Law enforcement protected some of the gas stations as well in the area. There was one Speedway that was broken into as well. And back in front of the police department, we know that there were several hundred people here at one point. Some of them stopped to tell us why.
Humans make mistakes. We're not perfect, but I think like she should be prosecuted for what she did. You know, there's a difference between a taser and a gun. If you ever held a gun, you know the weight. You never had a taser, you know the weight. With justice come peace. Without justice, there's no peace, like they said, like we chant. So it's not about, you know, this and that. You know, we just want to see the right thing happen.
That is the message going into this morning from many of the people who have vocalized themselves in the past day or so. In fact, the very first time we heard those calls, those demands for Kim Potter, who we now know as Kim Potter's resignation, was just yesterday afternoon. In that building behind us is when they showed that video of the body camera footage. An activist came outside and demanded for her resignation, Heather. So we will see where this conversation goes.
And we do expect to learn some more today. Christiane, thank you. Now, despite heavy police and military presence, there were also reports of attempted break-ins in Minneapolis during the curfew. This is including in Uptown. About 10:30 last night, police found at least 6 looters who tried to break into the Target on Lake Street. Police were able to arrest them.
We're getting a first look at the body camera video recorded by Brooklyn Center police when they confronted Daunte Wright. We want to warn you, it's disturbing. In it, you can see the moments the officer shoots him and hear her immediate reaction. Authorities say the officer you just heard speaking is Kim Potter, a 26-year veteran with the department. She's been placed on leave while the BCA investigates the case. Marielle Mohs joins us live with more on what we've learned so far in the shooting investigation. Marielle.
Well, Shayla, this morning we're here at the intersection where Daunte Wright was shot and killed on Sunday, and it's become a memorial site, and there's been a handful of mourners that have come out here this morning to take pictures, lay down flowers, simply grieve. You can see right now there's a family with 3 young children here, clearly using this as a teaching moment. As far as the investigation goes, many are wondering if we're going to learn today about charges or potential charges against Officer Potter, who shot Wright. So as we've already mentioned, the BCA identified Potter, a 26-year veteran with the department. The medical examiner yesterday determined Wright's death as a gunshot wound to the chest, calling it a homicide. The Brooklyn Center City Council approved the firing of the city manager, and the Wright family is being represented now by attorney Ben Crump, the same attorney for the Floyd family. Crump is pushing for more information to come forward from Wright's girlfriend, who was allegedly in the car with Wright when he was shot.
We have a witness who was in the car with him, who heard what the police were talking to him about. And so, you know, now they're trying, as they often do, try to unjustify try to justify the unjustifiable killings of black people.
And we know that the Brooklyn Center police chief is calling this shooting accidental, but the Wright family is just not accepting that for right now. The intent of why Potter shot her gun and not her taser is not crystal clear at this point. It's going to be up to the Washington County attorney on whether or not he's going to press charges. I've reached out to him this morning for an answer of what we'll get today, and I'm still waiting to hear back.
Marielle, thank you. We do expect to learn more today. As we know, a press conference is scheduled for later today. As Al mentioned, some of Daunte's family is questioning what happened and the idea that grabbing the gun instead of the taser was an accident.
You know the difference from a fully loaded pistol versus a stun gun. You know the difference. And if you're a police officer, you should know that. I think that camera, I saw she held that gun out in front of her for a little while. You mean to tell me she didn't see it?
Police trainers say it's not impossible that Officer Potter made a mistake, but that there are also ways it could have been avoided. Brooklyn Center Police policy states that taser training should occur every year, and it should include reaction hand draws or cross draws to reduce the possibility of accidentally pulling the gun.